Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial on the channel. This is Star with Chika, and in this video you'll be learning how to make this beautiful corset top you can see on me. I got this inspiration from Stitches by Icy, and this is my recreation. Although I alternated it a bit with the sleeves because of the amount of material that I had, and I also felt like the waist could have been tighter if I added corset loops inside of the zipper and stuff like that. But this is my recreation, and if you liked how mine turned out and you want to make yours just like mine, then this video is for you. Keep on watching, and if you find it very helpful, do not leave a like. Also subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of our amazing sewing tutorials. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, and let's get right into it. So these are the materials I'll be making use of. First, I have my bra cups in my bust size. Next, I have my red line boning, which is a sewable boning, the one you can sew on. I have my lining, I have my satin, and I have my lace. I've had this lace lying around for a while, and I just decided to use this for this style. You can use whatever kind of lace you find interesting, or even material, okay? So I'll draft my pattern first, and on my pattern, I'll use it to cut out on my material. So I'm gonna have to draw a straight line, which is my starting line. From that point, I'm marking out my bust line. Then I am marking out my under bust line. I will also mark out my waistline, and I will mark out the full length of my top plus 2 inches allowance, and then I will extend these lines vertically. So next, I'll be marking out my shoulder measurement. On this starting line, I'll take my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll mark that out. And then to create a shoulder slope, I'm going to come down by 1 inch from that point. So I have to connect upward. So to connect upward, you want to take your neck width measurement. Your neck width measurement for me, I'm making use of 3 inches, which is the standard neckline. So make use of 3 inches and then connect these points together to get your shoulder slope. So next is our armhole. To get your armhole, you want to divide your bust measurement by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and then you mark that out and connect just like you can see. So next is the armhole curve. To do that, you want to measure what you have between your shoulder slope to your armhole line and divide that by 2. Simply do that by folding your tape in 2 and then leave a mark. So from that mark, you want to come in by half of an inch. So next, you're going to take your bust measurement divided by 4 and you are going to mark that out on your armhole line. So now using my ruler, I'm just going to connect this to get my armhole curve. So next, take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mark that out on your under bust line. Also mark that out on your waistline. And then you're also going to mark that out on your top length line. For better understanding, I've labeled this line. This is my armhole, bust, under bust, waist, and top length. And please note that this pattern paper is folded in two. I think I forgot to mention that this pattern paper is folded in two. So now from my under bust point, I'm going to connect all the way to my top length line using a straight ruler. So on both sides of your waistline, you want to come out by half of an inch, just like you can see me doing. And I'll do the same thing to the top length line. I will just come out by half of an inch on both sides, and I'll use a straight ruler to connect these points, just as you can see. So from my waistline, I'm going to connect to meet my under bust line like a triangle, just like you can see. So next, I'm going to finish up the sides of the pattern first. I'll take the same measurement I have on my armhole, which was my bust measurement, and I've marked that out on my bust line. So for my waistline now, I'm going to take my waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll be replacing the dot that I took just at the midpoint here, which is just about 1 inch if you measure it correctly. Then I'll come to my top length line. For my top length line, I'm making use of my hip measurement divided by 4. I will also replace the amount of allowance. If you measure correctly in between, it should be 1 inch, and then I'm going to mark that out. So I'll just make use of my ruler now to complete the sides of this dress. And next, from the waistline of the top, just along the sides, I'm going to measure down 4 inches. And from that mark, I'm going to connect it into the top length line. I'm trying to create the box effect that we have on the top by doing this. On your bust line, come in by half of an inch and do the same thing to your under bust. You can go in by lesser, but don't go in by more. So I'm going to connect this with a straight line. This is the space in between our bust. So don't go more than this, okay? So we're going to be tracing out our bra cups now. So I want you to note the line that we just made, our under bust line, the line that we just made, our under bust line, okay? So you're going to take your bra cup now, and you see the edge of this cup is going to be at the line that we just made. Can you see that? Let it rest on the line that we just made, and let it also rest on your under bust line. Please observe how this is resting, and then you're going to have that kind of sweetheart curve because of the way it's going to be placed. So you can see, please pay attention to the way it's placed all around this. So now we're going to trace this out on this pattern paper, but to do that, we're going to have to pinch it while we do that. This is because when we pinch it, we'll have space inside of this cup, and that's where your bust is going to rest. So if you don't pinch it, it's going to end up flat. While you're doing that, make sure that it sits on your under bust line perfectly and that it's just directly at the top, okay, where you made your half inch. So now I'm just going around this cup and I am tracing this out. I'm starting with a pencil, so in case I make any mistakes, I can easily correct it. Okay, so just go ahead also and mark out the midpoint of your cup. The point just by your dart, mark it out on your cup. So now that I've made this point with a marker, with a pencil, I'm going to trace this out with my marker so it is more visible to you guys. I do hope you understand this step. It is actually very easy to do. You just have to watch this video if you don't understand it again. So I'm using my curve to bring these lines out because my side of my curves also has the same shape as my curve. Okay, so please don't get confused as to why I'm using curves for this process. So now that I'm done, I'm just going to extend this line. I'll be extending it into my armhole here, and I'll just go ahead and cut all of this out. So now remember that this pattern paper is folded in two. So I'm just going to open this up and extend the lines all the way to the other side just as you can see. After which I'm also going to transfer my dart. You can easily copy the marks, but then I'm just going to go over it again. So you take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 and then you mark that out. Mark that out just like we did for the other side on our waistline and then at the top length line. Then you're just going to connect all the way straight up with a ruler, come up by half an inch on both sides, and then this half an inch also come down by the same thing at the base of the top, and then you're going to connect this point with a straight line. This is for our dart, and then just like the other side you're going to connect to get like a triangle. Okay, now this is what I have. So next, along the middle of this pattern paper, I am going to draw a straight line. So this line is going to be for a reference point, and I'm making use of my black marker so you can easily understand and differentiate. Okay, so now I want to make my back's effect. For my back's effect, I'm choosing this side to be where I'll be having the other slit that you can see on the top. Okay, so from my reference point, I'm going to be coming in by 2 inches and I'll leave a mark at that point. So along that point where I have marked, I'm going to measure upward because I want to create another straight line. So I'm coming up by 7 inches. I'm making use of 7 inches because I don't want my tummy to show. So just along this line, I do hope you understand I'm drawing a straight line. So at the other side of my pattern paper, I am going to measure down till about 4 inches and I'll connect to meet this other point here. So please note that all these measurements that I just took is based off of my body size. So if you have the same body size as me, you may consider using this or alternating it. Okay. So now this is what I have, but I'm not going to cut it straight up because it's going to affect my dart. So to cut it first of all, I will have to close off my dart like this. And then you can see what I'm talking about. If I close off my dart, it's going to be one shorter than the other. So I'm going to make use of my ruler now to just connect it into the other line like this. So this is the main line that I am going to be using. I do hope you understand this step. So now this is what I have and I'll just go ahead and cut along this. Please note that this is for my body size, okay? This measurement is for my body size. Do yours according to your size. You can compare between me and you and stuff like that. I do hope you understand. So I'm just cutting out my darts right now. So next, I'm just going to label this 1, 2, 3, and this arrow show how they are going to be joined. So this is how the cups are going to lay inside. Let's go ahead and cut out our back. So for the back, my pattern paper is not folded in two, okay? So first, I'm going to draw a straight line, which is going to be my shoulder line and my starting line. From the edge of the pattern paper, I'm coming in by 1 inch, which is going to be for my zipper allowance, and I'll connect along these lines just like you can see. So next, I'll mark out my basic bodice line. I'm going to mark out my bust line. Next, I'm going to mark out my waistline. You do not need to mark out your under bust line. And then I'll mark out my top length line, which is going to be shorter than that of the front because the back does not have a back to make this comfortable and easy to sit. So I'm extending these lines just like you can see. So next, I'm going to come over to my shoulder line. Every measurement I take, I'm taking it minus the zipper allowance, and that's why I'm facing my tape like this so you don't get confused, okay? I'm going to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then I'm going to mark that out. Next, I'll create my shoulder slope by coming down by 1 inch from that point, and to connect upward, I have to mark out my neck width measurement. So making use of the standard neck width measurement, just like for the front, which is 3 inches, and then I'm going to connect with a straight line to get my shoulder slope. So next, I'm going to mark out my armhole line, which is my bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, and I will connect outward and upward, just like you can see me doing. So next, I'm going to create my armhole curve. So to do that, I'm going to measure between my shoulder slope and my armhole line, just like for the front. Divide it by 2, leave a mark. From that point, come in by half of an inch, and then take your bust measurement divided by 4 and mark it out on your armhole line. And then I'm just going to go ahead, make use of my ruler to connect the 3 points together to give me my armhole curve. So next, I'm just going to create my dart. To do that, I'm taking my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and I'm marking that out on my waistline. Next, I'm marking that out on my bust line, and I'll also mark that out on my top length line. And I'm connecting this with a straight line. So on my waistline here, I'm going to come out by about half quarter of an inch, and then I will just connect it like a triangle into my bust line like you can see. So now I'm just going to take my basic bodice measurement. First, I'm going to start with my bust measurement. I'll take my bust measurement divided by 4 and I'll mark that out on my bust line. Then I'll take my waist measurement divided by 4. I'll mark that out on my waistline. Then I'm going to measure the dots and I'll replace it. So I'll come to the top length line and I'll take my top length measurement, my hip measurement divided by 4 and mark that out. So first, I'm just going to connect from my waist to my bust and from my hip to my waist. So to complete this, I'm going to take my side piece for my front. Okay, remember that the front had a back, so you want it to align. So you're going to place your waistline of your front on the waistline of the back. Mark out the curve that you had there. Okay, so from here now, I'm just going to connect it to somewhere around here because the back does not have a back. Okay, so I'm just connecting it straight up like this. You can decide to make this straight or anything. So from this point now, I'm coming up by 1 inch to complete my dart. So just like a triangle, I'm going to connect it inside like this. I do hope you understand. So next is going to be my neckline. So first, I'm going to come in from my shoulder point just at the side here by 2.5 inches. Okay, 2.5 inches, and then I'm going to choose my neck depth. For the back, is going to be a square neckline. So for my neck depth, I'm making use of 8 inches. You can use more or less depending on your choice. So I'm just going to connect this outward and I'll connect this upward to get my square or box neckline, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going ahead to cut out all of this. So this is basically it for this particular tutorial. In my next video, which is going to be my next upload, I'll be showing you how you can use this pattern to cut out your material, join the pieces to get the same results just like I did. Okay, so I do hope you found this tutorial very helpful. Please do not miss out on the next video because it's going to be amazing just like this one. So do well to like this video, also subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss out on that video, and I'll see you there. Bye guys.